guys, welcome back to the channel and new series I'm starting in the lead up to Global Arena Breakout, which could be any time whatsoever. So in the meantime guys, I'm going to be giving you guides and tip videos to everything you need to know about the game. Now today we're doing an ammo type and tiers guide, as well as selecting the right ammo and how to equip it, and of course reloading during the game, as a lot of people don't seem to grasp that entirely. So without further ado guys, if you do us a massive favour, hit that like button, make sure you do subscribe to the channel for more content, and we'll get straight into this one. Now guys, Arena Breakout features many types, sizes, tiers, penetrations, etc. of ammo, and it can get confusing when you've got so many. If you look at my stash, obviously you can see I've got an absolute ton, but how do you select the right one for the gun you're using? How does it indicate it, etc.? Let's just look at that right now. Right guys, so we've got a clear loadout here, and I've put an AKS-7 for you in the slot over here. So let's just bring it over here for a second and take the magazine out. You can see if I empty the magazine, I'm currently using PS ammo. I know it's compatible with that gun. Now, if you want to find out all the different ammos that you can fit in this gun, the best way to do it is with the magazine. Now, you see how the PS ammo is now highlighted green, as well as all the guns I can use the magazine in. Now, if I scroll down to where my ammo is, you'll see all these different type of ammos with the green icon on. That means it's compatible with this magazine, and therefore compatible with the gun that the magazine fits into. Now obviously I don't have every single type of ammo possible, and you can go on the black market to buy ammo. However, it'll be a different button on global obviously, because it'll be in English, but the right hand side button when you've got the mag selected brings up the ammo menu, where you can select, as you can see, there's 6 different types of ammo you can put into this magazine. Now this obviously works with any gun, any sort of magazine. For instance, if I go to the MPX magazine here, click the same button, it'll then give us the type of ones that I can use for that one. And then all you do before battle is make sure you put the mags into the bullets into the magazine, and make sure you put the magazine back into the gun. Right guys, next guys, we're going to go through how do you select the right type of ammo. Now there's several different types, and there's different uses, and there's different tiers of ammo. Now if I just scroll down to my ammo, it doesn't matter which one I click on. Generally speaking, the clear background ones, such as the PST, will be low tier. You've got purple background, which is sort of medium tiered, and then you've got gold, which is like high tiered, and then eventually you get red tier like this one, which is the top type of ammo. Now, obviously the higher up the tier score you go, the more expensive it's going to be to buy some. So for instance, excuse me, the PST ammo I can probably buy for about, I don't know, 12 cash per bullet, whereas this one, the M61, I'm pretty sure is really expensive. If I just double check, click the right button here, that cost me 989 per bullet, and then the PST, like I see, it costs 46 per bullet, so quite a difference in the tiers there. Now as for the types of ammo guys, you can see I've got loads of different ones. These are obviously loads of different guns, but as an example I'm going to use my MP5 ammo, as I use the MP5 quite a lot. Now this one is AP ammo, tier 3, and this one is RIP ammo, also tier 3. They both go into the same gun, and there's important differences to note about these two types of bullets. One does flesh damage and one does armor penetration. Now, at first glance, guys, you can probably tell looking at the icons on the screen that the left hand side, the AP, does armor penetration, the right hand side does health damage. Now, you can see there's like 4 sets of numbers at the top half. I don't really look at the bottom half, that's mainly velocity and accuracy and stuff like that. Don't worry about that too much, because it's not really important if you're aiming for certain places. Now with the right hand side, the RIP ammo, you can see it does 77 health damage, whereas the AP does 48. So I would tend to aim for people's arms or legs with the RIP ammo, whereas the AP ammo, you can see it does, the top right one there, 30 armor penetration, as opposed to the RIP doing 4. And you've got armor break rating of 12, that one's got 1.2, etc. So this one is better at bursting people's armor. Now, when you're selecting which one of these to use, you have to consider where you're going. Now, if you're going to an easy map like farm and it's low tiered and stuff, you're probably not going to be bothered what sort of ammo you use. I would even go as far as to say just use the PST or the PRS, something really simple like that. However, if you're going to more high tiered places, say the paid mode, the blockade and stuff, and you know players are going to be well geared, they're going to have decent armor on, that's when you've got to start thinking about higher tiers and higher armor penetration. And yes, you can just aim for people's legs, but it's not always the case. Generally speaking, you have to take people by surprise to really get them in the legs properly, and a lot of the time people are going to be at quite a distance, so I tend to go for armor penetration in them cases. Right guys, any moment from now you're about to see in the footage in the background an example of me unloading mags and reloading mags. Now in this game guys, your mags do not load themselves. You can't you have a certain amount of ammo, you take one mag out, you put another in, the other one automatically reloads like you do on COD and stuff like that. There's no sort of system like that. You have to manually load up your magazines. So what you can do is if you kill a player, they're using the same ammo as you or the same magazines, you can empty their magazines and take the ammo with you. And it's also, like, obviously a good tip to take plenty extra ammo with you, not just magazines, depending on, of course, what your objective is in the game. If you're just going to, you know, pardon me, go for a stealthy sort of sniper run, you don't need that much ammo. You can just take a little stack with you. Sniper rifles, etc., will automatically just reload when you press the reload button. You don't use magazines. However, if you're using ARs, you're using SMGs, you're using pistols, some of the DMRs, some of the sniper rifles, etc. will have magazines, and you have to reload them yourself, which is just as simple as opening your inventory, clicking the bullet, clicking the mag, and clicking reload. However, it'll not like sort of automatically do it in the background, so I tend to do it when it's quiet, I'm not near people or between battles, etc. I'm making sure I'm fully kitted up, fully reloaded before going into the next battle, because you do have to actually stand or sit or lie down there and manually reload the weapons, the magazines. Now, it's usually quite fast depending on the size of the mag. Obviously you can get 95 round mags, which take forever if they're empty. You've got no idea. But if you've got a blackened out arm, for instance, or two blackened out arms, this will severely increase the reload time, so make sure you do try and heal them up before reloading, otherwise you'll be sitting staring at the screen for 20 minutes while someone's pushing you. Not very advisable. So guys, that is the end of the video. This has been a guide to ammo, types, tiers and reloading. I hope you have enjoyed the video. If you do, please hit that like button down below and make sure you do subscribe to the channel. And another thing you can do, click the link tree down in the description, join me Discord, follow us on Twitter, etc. Do appreciate it. Now, to summarise, I'm going to be doing more guides like this, so if you do have any questions or queries about the game in the lead up to Global, you don't have access to the Chinese version, etc., do feel free to comment with any guides or tip videos you do want to see, and I'll do my best to do them. I think we've got at least 2 weeks before we see any hint at the closed beta test for Global anyway. So thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.